Sleeping Warrior has a new part which is quite challenging, demanding, very technical. But in overall roughness, it wasn't that bad in general. Some sections have been prepared, which obviously is not very natural for Kenyan styles road, and not what I would like to see. But I would say in general, not many changes from previous years. Wasn't really happy on the first pass, but after we got quickly the good feeling and the good setup it needs, at least for shakedown. Now we have to see for the rally itself how the car is going to behave. But I mean, it's not about pure speed. It's about managing that speed through the whole weekend. And obviously, the target was to make the Sunday more interesting, and obviously they have succeeded with that. I mean, it's a more interesting Sunday. Everybody has to push. There are lots of points to take, so that makes it more exciting even for us drivers. But on the other hand, I mean, there's that downside where a second or third place could get more points than a winner. But that's not only in rallying. In other categories, we have similar situations where you can have a sprint race on Saturday, the big race on Sunday, and depending on your results from one or the other, you might be the winner in points, but not the winner of the race.
Yeah, it will be a big challenge for sure. Condition can change very quickly, like weather also suddenly change. So, like condition itself is not so bad if it's dry, but if it's like raining or something, then it's completely different stage. And also it's drying up very quickly, so you need this kind of luck also when you're driving on the stage. I don't know, I'm still looking for what is the best, but need to be patient because anyway, something will happen for everybody. This is what I understood from last years. So, but if you patience or hesitate too much, you are very far away from the top. So you need to push, but hopefully we find a good balance that how much I need to push and stay somewhere. Of course, it would be nice to be on the front all the time, but even you're second or third or fourth, if you're like in the 1 minute behind, it's still enough.
No, I mean, it's such an incredible place and so much passion around, and it's such a unique adventure and atmosphere. So it's something you always want to try to come back to every year, and it's so unique. So it's just fun every time. Of course, the roads change very quickly when it starts to rain, but it dries very quickly as well. So it can be quite interesting to see how the weather changes during the weekend. But I think now in this kind of period we are now, it looks like it's much more rocks on the road, quite rough. But it looks like it can rain much more as well, so it can make it very interesting.
So yeah, I think it's just overall the feeling what I had. Been driving for a long time in rallying and pushing for the championship, so I just wanted to take a year where I have a bit more free time, let's say, to ease off my mind from the, let's say, rally things and try some new interesting things in life and just enjoy a bit more the year. Yeah, I've done many things, like always. I always do a lot of things during the years, even previously, but then I never had time, so now I just will have more time for myself. Yeah, the recce was definitely interesting. This year I think when there has been more rains, the stages are a bit more rough maybe. The water has been washing away some gravel, so there is more stones and tricky places, let's say. So it will be, I think, again a big challenge.
It's a little bit everything. I like the style of the stage. Also the fact that for this kind of stage you have to be also clever. You need to adapt, maybe to protect the car, but also go very fast on fast sections. So it's a little bit everything. And also the welcome from the people in Kenya is quite something great and different than what we see in Europe.
Yeah, I think we've shown some good pace. We did, for example, the third fastest time in Monte Carlo. It was looking promising. Unfortunately, I did a very small mistake where we got stuck. We had to retire just because we did not manage to get the car out of a kind of a ditch. But it was promising. And then Sweden, I had no expectation because it was my first time with a Rally 1 on this surface. Also only my second event, second participation in Sweden. So very demanding rally. You don't very often drive on snow, so it was very new for me, and we were not doing bad, but I would say like everyone that does Sweden for the first times, we went a bit in a snowbank and lost a lot of time.
I mean, it's been a mixed start to the year. Some real good days, some days maybe not so strong. But overall, we find ourselves in a okay position championship-wise. I mean, of course, we would always like more, but it's a solid start with good points to the season, and of course we'd have to try and build on that. And Calais are of course on part programs now, but I think the team has always worked very well together. It's a very collective team, so there's actually no change on my side.
It's my third time here, and I really always enjoy to come back and looking forward to it. I really like it here. We had a really nice experience over the last years, and we hope also for this one. So we are really happy, and we spent already a couple of nice days here, seeing the surroundings and seeing happy people watching the rally. So we think it will continue like this for the rest of the week.